Hey folks, welcome back to Polarbyte, your one-stop shop for crypto breakdowns with that unfiltered Canadian edge, where we sift through the global chaos to spotlight how it all shakes out for us up north. From TSX ETF flows to those CRA tax traps nobody else touches. Quick shout out before we roll, drop a comment below letting me know where you're tuning in from. Canada, the States, Europe, or somewhere else. Love seeing the map light up. It's October 2, 2025, and man, if you're not feeling the buzz yet, you will be. Crypto's kicking off October like it's got a point to prove, turning skeptics into stackers overnight. But real talk, this is just my read on the trends and chatter. It's not financial advice. So crunch your own numbers, talk to advisor if it fits, and never bet the farm. All right, let's dive in. Picture this, the whole crypto ocean swelling up to a massive 4.16 trillion market cap. That's a 3.5% pump in the last day alone, with trading volume hitting 87 billion bucks. It's like the market's shaking off summer blues and roaring into fall with fresh institutional cash and that classic October magic we've seen crush it 10 out of 12 times historically. Bitcoin's leading the charge at 62.5% dominance, Ethereum's holding steady at 8.67%, and the gainers list is lit with Polkadot and XRP ecosystems stealing the show. Social sentiment's electric right now, with the chatter pointing to this as the highest weekly close in total market cap we've seen, building real conviction that October's momentum could outpace even the wildest expectations, especially as Bitcoin navigates those tight liquidity squeezes while still delivering a solid 7% weekly grind. For us Canadians, this surge lines up sweet with our own thawing regs, like those budding Solana ETF approvals whispering more easy entry plays. It's prime time to position without the border headaches. Zooming in on the king himself, Bitcoin's blasting past 119 grand on Coinbase, up 4% in 24 hours and eyeing that 7-week high from mid-August, with resistance at 120K looking shakier by the minute. Break it, and we're talking new all-time highs that could eclipse Amazon's market cap, which it already has at 2.37 trillion. This isn't random noise, it's tied to shaky US jobs data. Openings up a tick, but hiring down, consumer confidence dipping, pushing Fed rate cut odds to 99% for late October. And that's rocket fuel for risk assets like BTC, acting as our inflation shield. The online energy's through the roof, with breakdowns highlighting over 260 million in spot ETF inflows, alongside growing talks of countries like Sweden eyeing Bitcoin reserves to spark that global FOMO. Bold headlines declaring the surge past 120K as October's official kickoff, and major outlets like Bloomberg amplifying it all on live TV. It's the kind of confluence that screams sustained upside if macro keeps cooperating. Up here, with Purpose and Fidelity ETFs sucking in loonies commission-free, it's a reminder that hodling BTC through these cycles isn't just smart, it's how everyday folks like us build that quiet wealth while the suits play catch-up. Shifting to some altcoin drama that's got the community in a tizzy, Plasma's XPL token launched its mainnet beta last week with big promises of cheap, fast stablecoin payments on a fresh Layer 1 chain, spiking to 1.70 bucks before cratering over 50% to 0.83. Ouch, right? Founder Paul Fakes is out there denying any insider dumps hard, saying team and investor allocations are locked for 3 years with a 1-year cliff, no sales from the crew, and they're not even tied to market makers like Wintermute, despite the on-chain sleuths spotting vault flows to exchanges. The discourse online's pretty divided on this one, with a lot of folks framing it as the usual post-launch founder versus FUD standoff, some dry humor about how the market's endless drama keeps everyone on their toes, and a pocket of chart-focused voices zeroing in on potential breakouts if it can stabilize above 0.90, leaning on those Tether integrations to drive real fee-free stablecoin adoption. It's a cautionary tale on launch hype versus delivery, but if Plasma nails that payment utility, this dip could be the buy-in for patient plays. Worth watching if you're into DeFi edges without the gas wars. On the flip side, Aster's Aster is the feel-good story everyone's buzzing about, with on-chain data lighting up as whales dump millions into Binance spot wallets, small test transfers turning into $4.8 million bombshells, screaming "listing incoming" in trader Morse code. This hot on CZ's heels, praising their hidden order tricks and multi-chain magic, turning Aster into a perp-dex beast that's already clocked 42 billion daily volume and a trillion cumulative trades in 2 weeks, pulling 15 million in fees daily and outpacing rivals. Open interests up 7.5% to 1.2 billion, and the online vibe is a total frenzy, with calls for epic god candles if that spot listing drops, amid the endorsement ripple effects, impatient timelines floating around, short-term guesses landing around $3, and whispers tying it to high-profile buys like a major YouTuber's 320K position, alongside unverified nods to a political heavyweight's supposed 112 million stake. Chart setups are getting tagged as screaming bullish, with some viewing $4 entries as no-brainers. If Binance pulls the trigger, this DEX contender could deliver those alt-season moonshots everyone's after, blending real utility with that viral tailwind. Wrapping it up with a nudge for you northern neighbors, if you're itching to ride this wave without the tech tangle, Wealthsimple is your effortless launchpad for crypto or ETF trades. Link your bank, snag those top BTC funds in your TFSA with fees as low as 0.40%, and score bonus cash like $50 to $150 on your first 500 deposit. It's dead simple, regulated here at home, and lets you stack gains while sipping Tim Hortons. For the full global buffet, peek at the Binance link in the description, but pair it with a VPN if you're crossing borders. There it is, Polarbyte crew. Crypto's not whispering anymore, it's shouting opportunities. So tune in, tune up your portfolio, and thrive in this digital frontier. Hit subscribe for those Canada-only scoops on ETF tweaks and tax hacks. Comment your country below, and yeah, where are you watching from? Stay bullish, stay bite-sized. See you next time.